Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and this year's expeditions are here once again. For this year's expeditions, it is a little bit different. We have old school bosses that have been buffed to level 200 basically, with new mechanics and invulnerabilities, all that kind of stuff. It's basically like Infinite Dreams pretty much, but you'll see throughout these next couple of videos where I will be going over all of the expedition dungeons, starting off with the Royal Tofu. This week's dungeons are Royal Tofu, Royal Gobble, and the Soft Oak Dungeon. Hopefully I will get these out before the next couple of dungeons will be added to the expedition, but yeah, let's start off with the Royal Tofu. Let's go over the monsters first. I will be trying to do all these dungeons 8 loot, by the way, so enjoy these videos. Starting off with the Flame Tofu. That one hurts the most, does big damage in AoE, so make sure to kill that one off quick. The pink one makes like duplications of itself, doesn't do a lot of damage. The black one doesn't do a lot of damage either. However, the Fat Pochi Tofu, that one does a lot of pushback damage. So if you're trying to tank with the panda, keep in mind the panda will go down really quick. Even though you're full tank, you can't tank pushback damage. You're taking like 1k damage, maybe even more, every single turn. And luckily in the boss room, there's only one of them, so it's all fine. Now, as you can see here, playing 8 loot, my team at the bottom, Panda, is going to tank. And you will soon find out. I will try and go and kill those Flame Tofus first as quick as possible. Now, let's go over the mechanics of the boss. As you can see, the boss is invulnerable. Now, there is a quick link in the description below where you can read all about it, but I will explain nevertheless in the video as well. The boss has 30 movement points. The boss will lose the invulnerability once it doesn't use any MP during a single turn. Now, this can be achieved by 2 ways. One, which I'm gonna do in this video, is locking in a corner with 2 characters next to it, so it's basically locked, it can't move, and it will lose the vulnerability. The second option is a mechanic where every time you hit the boss in close combat, it will lose an MP with a maximum of 5 MP every single turn. Now, that would mean if you even achieve that, since the boss has 30 movement points, it can just run away. But even if you manage to hit the boss in close combat, it would take you 6 full turns in order to remove the vulnerability. And in my opinion, that's way too long. We want quick fights. We want 3-turn fights. So in a second, I think on turn 2, I will show you guys how I do it. Now, quick little thing here, Elio, pretty nice class. I just put 2 portals down. I put a quick little diffusion on the Blast Tofu, the flame one, and I just buffed my team pretty much. Enemies can't go through portals on turn 1. Keep that in mind. Now, the pink one, as you can see here in the background, it does the same thing as Ronin Chafer, basically, where it makes duplications of itself. So with the mask, I shield and get this one out of the way so I can actually hit through the portals because it was blocking me. Masquerader and Anirepsa are pretty nice classes for these expedition dungeons, especially if you're planning to do them in bigger groups. Have some sustain and such. Feka as well, really nice. As you can see here, Anirepsa can just AP buff in AoE, and look at this damage. Look at this, look at this. Boom. And then the agility spell, 3k damage on the Blast Tofu. Now, obviously, that is with diffusion. I had to make a little quick screenshot, of course. Obviously, that is with diffusion and like minus 30% resistance, I guess. They have minus res, but I killed those guys real quick, turn 1. By doing so, that makes the rest of the fight a lot easier. There's 2 Tofuses in my face. I don't know what the plural is for tofu. Is it Tofuses? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, the Fat Tofu could not reach the panda, so luckily I did not take a lot of damage. Also, the boss does play last, so that makes turn 1 actually pretty easy in my opinion, because if the boss gets in your face, I think it can still do AP reduction just like the regular dungeon, but here I'm just with the Ender Trough, I'm just trying to get a path clear so my panda will eventually be able to get through and be able to lock the boss in a corner. Because my plan was to basically kill the boss on turn 3. I don't have cloudies or whatever, but I still wanted to try that out. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what this glyph does. At first I was like, it gives the gravity state, but it doesn't give it on all characters. So honestly, I don't know. I did not check the states. I did not bother because this expedition dungeon is not too bad. Puppet Mage is going to clear the path, kill the tofu. I think. Yeah, I'm releasing the boss into the corner and killing this tofu. Nice damage from the Puppet Mage. Now, next up we got the panda. Now, I had to make sure that the panda was able to get the boss into the corner so that I could lock him, basically. Keep in mind, I could have just used the Ender Trough. Ender Trough have this spell. I think I will still do it with the Ender Trough. No, I will do it with the Elio. That's right. Ender Trough can swap with the enemy using a 2 AP spell. So I could have done it like that, but I didn't. It's fine. Yeah, so here, I'm just going through the portals, going for the other enemies. Make sure that I kill them this turn, so that next turn I can go for the boss. And it's pretty much GG. Now, guys, let me know in the comments below. This fight is normal speed with a voiceover. Do you want me to do live commentary? If I do so, it will be a little bit harder to explain all of the mechanics because I still have to learn them myself, obviously. What I can do is do the fight at ×2 speed and then do the voiceover, but it will be a lot quicker. So let me know in the comments below what you would prefer. But yeah, as you can see here, the Elio uses the therapy spell to pull the Ender Trough, bullying to push the boss into the corner, and I think something with gravity state is going on there, because the moment I moved the Ender Trough and I moved the boss, they both gained the gravity state. So maybe if you are in the glyph and you get pushed, you gain the gravity state. I'm not quite sure, but you guys can let me know in the comments below. Anyways, I put the portals out so I could actually kill the fat tofu. With the masquerader, I am going to hit with strength. The Pochi tofu is weak to earth resistance, so you can do a lot of damage with that, which is cool. And then I need to make sure to go next to the boss like that and lock it. Now, I did not know 100% sure if the boss was able to push. So just to make sure, I put my Aniripsa behind the masquerader, and I think I put a summon behind the Ender Trough later as well, as you can see here. Aniripsa is going next to the boss. Should have put the Ender Trough there, because Aniripsa literally almost died, as you can see here in a second. But the Ender Trough is going to put the back on the Annie as well. You will see how much damage the boss does. Put some summons behind the mass. Make sure the boss can't push or anything and stays in the corner. Now, just check this out. I did not expect this, because turn 1 the boss barely did any damage. But look at the amount of damage the boss is gonna do right now. Aniripsa took like what, 3k damage. So I got lucky there, because if Aniripsa died, the boss would have moved and I would not be able to film it. So keep in mind that you need to make sure that your characters are healthy. I would say at least above 3k health, but at least use some shields or anything. If you are 3k health without any shields, you're gonna die. So make sure you are healthy and shielded. Now, Puppet Mage, a little bit awkward angle right here. So I'm going to go through the portals with the panda getting the boss out of there. Now, look at this play, right? I'm using eviction over, swap with the masquerader. Then I'm gonna throw one of the my hub mage. I'm gonna throw it away. Sherpa, I think I already did it. Oh no, I didn't need it. But anyways, I throw the boss next to the portal at the top side of the map, and then make sure that my team can one turn it. I will do the same with Royal Gobble in the next video. Just blitzing them. I am playing 8 loot. I should be able to blitz any single boss, especially with Elio. Now, however, I do think I should give my Elio a initiative candy or anything, so that the Craw and Feka are also able to hit through the portals. Because right now, they can't hit through portals because they will be closed. Because I can't leave them open on turn 2. So, what I do is, I just hit normally, no big deal. I do also try to always put the tyrannical arrow debuff on the boss, so that if other enemies like the Elio hit through portals, they will do extra damage from the Craw. I don't know if there's a limit on it. I haven't tested it. I think there is, but anyways, as you can see here, the Elio will go to the right, put some new portals, and I also use the chance spell. I think, is it called Blazing Fist? I'm not quite sure. I never used the chance spell. Anyways, it does pushing back. I think it pushes back 4 cells. And it also triggers the tyrannical arrow effect, which is nice. So I use that here through the portal. I need to learn to play faster with Elio, because my turn almost ran out. And I will be kind of bad, because I still had to move. To make sure that the Masquerader was able to hit as well. Luckily, Masquerader has a lot of movement abilities. I use that to my advantage. And I think the Eniripsa will eventually kill. No, Masquerader will kill. There we go. And that's it pretty much for the Royal Tofu dungeon. If you guys have any questions regarding expeditions in general or this dungeon, let me know in the comments below. I'll make sure to answer your questions. And I'll see you guys in the next video, which is going to be the Royal Gobble dungeon. Also, guys, don't forget to bring keys. Bunch of keys does not work. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.